Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the playoffs bracket here for the ACL Call of Duty League. I'm Mikester, and this is Map 2, Search and Destroy Riot in our first match of the day. Winners bracket round 1, Plantronics.Mindfreak taking on Skyfire. As you can see there by the scoreboard, Skyfire were able to take down map number 1, the Hardpoint Biolab, in quite a great display of skill there by them, of course, and by Mindfreak. It was such a close game until the very end where Skyfire just made it impossible to catch back up. And, I mean, right here now in this Search and Destroy, though, we have the squad of Mindfreak being able to pick off 2 kills, of course, with the help of Dent and Shocks, making it a 3v2 situation. The bomb is now being planted. 40 seconds still left in the round, of course, and now it's going to be up to Hopi and Rival to maybe, you know, make some plays to be able to get this bomb defused or maybe pick up some kills in the process. Either way, they spot one over onto this, of course, A side of things, as Hopi's going to be the last one alive. He spots one on top of Aircons there, but he will get taken down. It's going to be the first round to the squad of Plantronics.Mindfreak. Of course, Mindfreak going to be wanting to just catch back up as much as they can to be able to secure themselves a map on the board, tie up the scoreline before it gets a little bit too late. Of course, we are normally seeing Mindfreak as a very, very strong side in these hard points, especially, you know, on those respawns, you know, referring back to map number 1. But, you know, they did drop that one, so it is going to be quite interesting thing to see, you know, from this point moving forward. SKF definitely showing some great momentum moving forward, of course, but this round was definitely a huge thing for Mindfreak. As you can see, but there by the kills, no favorites made there for them, all going to be picking off a kill each, all holding their own weight. And as you can see here on this defense, starting off a little bit with Dens, he was trying to get a couple of nades and didn't spot the player charging him. He did get taken down as a process. Now Lakey tried to cross over through the cuts of the map. He does get taken down there by Fight, and Fighter's going to be looking maybe to check back. The bomb has been dropped that there over onto that prison side, because he doesn't know that, he didn't know that player specifically was the bomb carrier. And as you can be seeing, you know, Fighter going to be on a 2 streak as well. Right here, you are going to be having a 3v3 situation. Make that a 2v3, as make that a 1v3. Shock's going to be the last one alive for himself. 1v3 situation up against Hopi, Rival, and Excite. Excite now picks up the bomb, and he's going to be rotating over to this A side, it seems, as well. Shock's over into the B side of the map. He's going to be maybe having a little bit of a tricky time fighting someone, as he's going to be playing extremely slow, waiting for, you know, some bomb action to be played. Now that the bomb has been planted on this A side, he's going to be just starting that rotation over. You know, he's going to be going over onto 3rd. He's going to be checking all these quarters. Of course, Rival is going to be on 2nd, and he needs to be careful from this, because Shocks is, you know, he's not going to be just, you know, jetpacking around. He's going to be trying to see these plays. Didn't spot that player to his left. He's going to get spotted from the player at the bottom aircon, and he will get taken down. That's going to bring the round count back to 1-1. And yeah, Excite on this round in a kill cam. Bam. And he was able to pick off that kill in that process. So, you know, definitely a great thing there for him. 1-1 becomes the round count here in this game. And of course, remember to go on to @ACL Pro, you know, tweet out the stream or even retweet the tweets that we make and get some more action here for our playoffs bracket here in the ACL Call of Duty League. Of course, these teams competing for $1,500, first and second payout only. So these teams definitely wanting to win as many matches as you can. I mean, you just need to win 3 series, and you have won the overall competition. Win 2 series, I guess, and you have qualified for that second payout at the same time. Shock's going to be over onto the bomb right here, planting it over onto this A side of things. He's going to be able to get that down just before he gets taken down, but they're also able to pick off a kill in the process. Now Buzzin will also drop there by a flanker, so it's up to Dent and Fighter to stay alive here. Player going to be contesting through Fire, and they're going to take him down. Fighter will also drop as well as Dens. And, I mean, that's going to just be a brutal death. The defuse is going to happen there, as you see there, by Hopi. And that's going to bring the round count 2-1 to them. So they were playing a little bit of a catch-up game. They were needing that round. You know, they started off with a 1-0 deficit due to Mindfreak taking out a strong first round. But since then, they were able to take out 2 consecutive rounds and then go from there. Skyfire looking incredibly great for themselves right here in this search and destroy. Next round on up, though, we do have them on the attacking round, so we'll jump on board with Hopi, team captain of Skyfire, as he moves on up with the bomb over onto this A side. Of course, A side, the more preferred bomb site for these players here on Search and Destroy Riot. Getting this bomb down early is going to be the goal, but he decides against it with those with the sound of those nades. It seemed like he just seemed a little bit hesitant. Maybe some call-outs from his team as well. Shots over onto that B side of the bomb. I want to see if I can spy that play that's over in a little bit of a contest there. And that's going to be Excite, who tries to push him forward. It seemed like a little bit of a mistake once he got caught. Either way, we have Hopi on the flank there, all the way on court, and he was able to pick up the kill there on Buzzin, who was waiting back. I don't think Buzzin was expecting someone to push that far forward on that A side of the map. Either either way. We're going to have also a Mindfreak player. That's going to be shocked over on the top of the green aircon. I mean, he wasn't able to pick off one kill, but he also had a second player that he had his sights on, and he did get a couple tags in. And he wasn't able to pick off that kill, though, and that player was going to be waiting for him at the side of that prison, bringing it back to a 2v2 situation. Now, it's Fighter and Dead's taking on Hopi and Lakey right here, as you do see where these players are located. 30 seconds still remaining in the half so far. Hopi, Lakey, getting a couple of shots in, so stick on board with him. Able to actually pick off the kill there. Den's now going to be the last one alive. Den's going to be pushing on forward. He gets a couple of tags. He will be able to pick off that kill. 1v1. Sees the second one as well. Den's takes down the kill. Gets the 1v2 and gets the round to tie up the overall game. 2 rounds apiece. What a play there by him. And let's see it on the round-ending kill cam. Once again, wrapping around, of course, over onto this third side of the map on a little bit of the railing. He just spots one straight ahead. That was a solid kill. Spots the second one there. Instantly looked down, of course, over at that B-bomb site for one. Then he just caught Hopi with his pants down. He was going for that bomb plant. Hopi decided to bail, but he wasn't able to get there quick enough. He got taken down. Den's with the 1v2. 2-2 becomes the round count. This is the kind of search and destroy action we love to see here in the ANZ region. Now, right now, round 5 starting on up. Of course, Mindfreak going to be on the attack right here. It is going to be Shocks with that Moore's thermal sight and the bomb in hand as well. You do see players just jumping around. It did seem like he did go for that sniper shot as well. He wasn't able to really connect for it just yet. No, he was actually able to get taken down there. So that's going to be a 3v3 situation. Dead's Fighter and Buzzer take on Hopi, Rival, and Excite. Rival actually gets taken down there by Dead's, as you see there by the kill feed. Hopi also takes him down in retaliation. So it's now a 2v2 situation. Fighter does have the bomb, though, as he picked it up off his teammate's dead body. So he's going to be rotating over. Buzzer also takes down one. So Excite is going to be the last one alive now. Excite was able to take down Buzzer with the Moors, so it now brings it back to a 1v1 situation. Moors is out as he checks over through that prison side. Going to be checking over through second as well. Bomb is looking like it will get planted over on this A side, and yes, it does. Fighter will now try to bail out of there. It's going to be Excite who's going to be there to meet him, but no, Fighter will take down the kill. Nicely done. Now, we did see Excite's perspective from this, and even though he died, I'm really, really glad on this, because now we're going to be seeing the round-ending kill cam from Fighter's perspective, so we can see the best out of both worlds. Now, we're going to see Fighter as he pushes over through this fire side. Is just going to be poking around. Checks first the cuts, then we'll check over through to that that hallway, and he was able to pick off that kill with the Bow 27. Nicely done. 2 huge plays there from Mindfreak to bring them back into the lead. Of course, 3-2 is the current score count here in this search and destroy. We'll jump on board with the attacking team, and I'm going to stick on board once again with Hopi. He's top of the board so far for his team. He's got 5 kills. He's got 3 deaths. He's got a couple of defuses for himself as well. He's got the bomb also starting off into this round. Now, actually, as I say that, I might jump on over with Rival, because Rival's going to be the player pushing on forward for his team. He's checking over through the second, checking over through the window over at the first as well, as his teammates go to get that bomb down. Now, a couple of tags do happen as Fighter will be able to actually get out of there. No, he doesn't. He counted his cards a little bit too early, it seemed. He tried to get out of there, and the player on the flank there will take him down. Now, Hopi and Rival will drop, as well as Fighter and Shock. So it's a 2v2 situation straight off the bat here. You see Dead's getting also taken down, so Buzzer's going to be the last one alive as he's trying to swap over to him. Eventually, there we go, as he also gets taken down. A little bit unsure where everyone was located, it seemed, right there. So, he was able to get taken down at the end. Either way, we're going to be seeing this round in the kill cam, it seems, from one of the players from SKF, and that's going to be exciting. Just chilling, just checking everywhere. He spotted a player above him. Luckily, he looked up because he was able to take down the kill there on Buzzard, tying back the scoreboard, and now both teams are there in a tight situation. Both are halfway there, being able to take down this map as well. And I personally am excited to see which way this pans out, because so far we know we've had an incredibly close hardpoint game that was going back and forth. This search and destroy seems to be no different. These teams are ready here on the ACL Call of Duty League playoffs. They're ready to give it their all, and they don't want to go down without a fight either. Right here, Dead is going to be the man with the bomb. Shocks gets taken down off early there with Excite and the Moors. And from what we've been seeing so far in the search and destroy, you're really going to be keeping an eye on all those angles which Excite watches, because he's just getting off these kills like a monster. 7-4 for himself right here. Hope he also takes down a Moore's kill there on Buzzard, bringing it into a 4v2 situation. 2 with Mindfreak, the 4 with SKF. Dead's with the bomb in hand. Fighter going to be there to try and support him as well. He's going to be over onto that prison side of things. You see him play right above him as well. If he can try maybe work for these kills, it could be huge for his team, but of course he doesn't know that. Let's see what he'll do from this point onwards. Of course, actually that player was actually below him, not above him. My mistake for that, but he's still going to be checking all these corners as well. You can't ever be too cautious right here in a game of Call of Duty when you need to pick off these kills in a 2v4 situation. Players right in front of him, he tries to get the kill. He will be able to do so successfully. Nicely done. They're bringing the numbers a little bit closer together, but it is not exactly there just yet. Did he spot a play there at the back of the elbow? It did seem like he did, and they're going to be trying to get that bomb down planted on this B side as well. No one's actually going to be looking to contest that one, and the bomb has been put down. as Deads will get taken. Fighter's going to be the last one alive. He's going to have players there contesting him, and he will get taken down. That's going to be SKF once again taking the lead. 4 rounds to 3 right here after that defuse that will about to be taking place. Of course, still plenty of time that they were able to pick up these kills. They instantly went on that rotation. They instantly just rotated, collided, clustered over that bomb site, and were able to pick off those kills that they needed. First taking out Deads, then taking out Fighter, picking off the rounds that they needed, and once again taking the lead, forcing Mindfreak to play that catch-up game. But I mean, when you're that team playing that catch-up game, you get that early first round. You just keep going round for round from there. It makes all the difference. As we enter into round 8 right here, fresh 90 seconds on the clock. We have Excite going to be on your screen now. He's always picked off these nice kills early, so I want to see if he's going to do it again. Now, it does spot Deds, and he's going to be able to take him down. Now, it does make me wonder, really, if Deds was able to get easily spotted right there, easy second of 2-second cooldown, why did he not shoot back? Did he just not see him or what? Either way, Excite was able to pick off that kill, of course, to start it off and continue off on a 5 streak right here. 8 kills to 4. Hope he also on a 3 streak with the same scores. And I mean, they both got into plan each, so they've both been doing something exceptionally right. Baited by a little bit of a dead body, it seems. It is currently a 2v3 situation. SKF with 3, Mindfreak with 2. Fighter and Shocks taking on Hopi, Excite, and Lakey. As I'm still on board with Excite, and they're just checking all these corners. Once again, you can't ever play it too cautious here in a game of Call of Duty, especially in Search and Destroy. Now, he didn't spot Shocks right there, but now he does. Able to take him down. Fighter's going to be the last one alive. So let's jump on board with him, as he's going to be over onto the cut side of things. He's going to be, of course, just checking over through this B bomb side. The players looking like they are going to be checking over in that angle, and will they check this one? He will have the player behind the bomb, but it gets distracted a little bit too much. Didn't quite see, of course, with his angle, the player jumping over through that aircon. I do believe that was just the air, us seeing it through CoD vision, but generally you might not have been able to see it just like that. As you can see, just hides behind the aircon. Didn't really spot him. Spotted Fighter when he jumped down, though, as Fighter's attention was completely focused on the player on the bomb. And that's going to make it now 5 rounds to 3 right now in this game of Search and Destroy on right. Of course, if they're able to take down 1 more rounds, they can potentially walk away with 2-0 lead so far with this one. I think that's what they're going to be aiming for right now, as you can be seeing the squad of Mindfreak now trying to maybe answer back with 3 straight rounds for themselves as well. Dead's going to be having the bomb. Fighter going to be on your screens though. Excite takes down Shocks. 3v3 situation right now that we find ourselves in round 9 of this Search and Destroy. Fighter, so they're going to be just checking around here. Maybe it's time to swap off players here to someone else, as we do have maybe a little bit of a stalk happening now. Buzzard will fall. Fighter and Deads now going to be players left alive. They're going to be over onto this B side as well, and you are going to be having the guys from Mindfreak, of course, in a tricky situation. 1 round and they lose this map. We do have a player checking out on the back of the dumpsters, I do believe. That's going to be Hopi. Shots go out, though. He's not able to pick off that kill there. Dead's players from Mindfreak going to be actually pick off that kill, and that is actually going to be Dead's. Long-range shots, even though Fighter was the one to jump in and contest him. Plays over on third as well. They're able to take him down. It's going to make it into a 2v1 situation, actually, as the numbers just like that have turned. Excite going to be the last one alive, though, as he's going to be needs to just check this bomb. And now spot Dead's going with that bomb plate. He's able to take that one. He's able to take that two. Excite with the 1v2 for himself to be able to get his team that round win. And therefore, taking out the map. Huge plays there by him. Let's watch it again here on the round-ending kill cam. My oh my, doing everything right. Of course, just using the dumpster there as cover, being able to pick off that kill. 2-0, Skyfire lead here in this game. 6-3 after that Search and Destroy. SKF playing on top of their minds right now. Excite. 12 kills, 4 deaths, 1 plant as well. Going absolutely huge for himself. That's only 2 maps in so far, though we still have it as a best-of-5 series, so we've got an uplink coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Potentially the last map of the series, but if we know anything about Mindfreak, we know they're not one to be taken lightly, so we'll see what happens next with map 3 coming up after this short break.